The music, the lyrics, the sounds we create, that rhythm that beats in our hearts, mixed and then mastered, perfectly framed together to be a piece of heart. Did you hear it?
Oh, Father, I wish I had understanding. Never knew more, never been so well informed. We know the score, heard it all before. Never felt more powerless. Hello everyone, welcome to Piece to Part. I am your host, Miss Ruby. And as you see in the title, today we are going to discuss love as it relates to the recent shooting at Sandy Hook Elementary School in Newtown, Connecticut this past Friday, December 14th. The lines I just sung are from a song by Corinne Bailey Rae titled Love is on Its Way. So in case you don't know what happened last Friday, I'll brief you. At about 9:30 a.m., the Newtown police were informed that a shooter was in the main office at Sandy Hook Elementary School. The shooter was later identified as Adam Lanza, a 20-year-old resident whose mother worked at Sandy Hook and who purportedly attended the elementary school back in 5th grade for a short period of time. I don't know what Adam was going through to cause him to go on such a massacre, but before 1 p.m. that day, hospitals confirmed that he had killed 26 people, 18 of which were children, and then he killed himself. We all had different reactions when we heard this news. Some denouncing God's presence in the school, others demanding a ban on assault weapons, and most people crying and thanking God that they had another shot to do better in their own lives because clearly at any moment it could be taken away from them. In this song I'm discussing, Corinne grieves about the dangers of the world that we live in. She doesn't just complain though. She doesn't throw a tantrum of blame or pity, but instead she cries out for love. Not politics, not protest, not vengeance, but love. The one thing in life that, despite our differences in opinion with regards to the aforementioned topics, makes us all the same. In the first verse, Rae asks for understanding while admitting how much she knows. We can all relate because in this day and age, information is at the tip of each one of our fingers, and yet there's still so much we don't know, still so much we can't understand. By her concluding the stanza saying she never felt more powerless, I think she's capturing what a lot of parents, teachers, policemen, and politicians felt after the shooting. Like, we have all this information, all these capabilities, but we couldn't even prevent this. In the second stanza, Rae provides some imagery for the type of incidents we hear about where it seems as if love is not present. Killing in the streets, poverty, kidnapping. Then she goes on to say, when everywhere is violent, silently I go. In the third stanza following the chorus, she gets a little bit more into faith and her desire to do more than just do. She doesn't only want to pray, try to purchase a solution with money, march or picket for change, or just talk about it. She just wants to give love, the least expensive, the least dangerous, and the least exhausting thing of all. And I agree. Sometimes all the effort that we put into making things right, according to our standards, could be simplified and amplified if it were done with more love and compassion. People say they want change and they go and fight for it with their hearts full of hate, and then they wonder why these things never end. I feel so bad for the families of the murdered people at Sandy Hook because they'll never know why. But maybe someday they'll know how to decrease the likelihood of something like this ever happening again. And it starts with refusing to hate Adam or his family, refusing to hate God for this, refusing to hate the government, police force, or even themselves, and instead choosing to love. And I don't say that to be naive. Just because you choose to love doesn't mean that you forget, and it doesn't mean that you welcome danger into your home with open arms. But choosing to love might change the conversation at the dinner table from hostile to peaceful. It may prevent the judgmental remarks you were going to make about someone that would have penetrated into the spirit of the weak and exasperated their animosity into malice and inspired them to take a violent action like raping a little girl, killing a rapist, robbing a bank, assaulting their best friend, or gunning down a classroom full of innocent children. Call me soft, but I do believe in love, and I do believe it takes a lot of courage and strength to love in the midst of so much hate. The last words Corinne sings are, "Oh, it won't be too late." Me too. And my condolences go out to the survivors of the shooting. I'd like to dedicate this song to each and every one of you in hopes that not only will you be relieved of the hate that you're probably feeling right now, but that you'll make the choice to love. Thank you for joining me today on Piece to Part. It's Miss Ruby, signing off. Good night, and God bless.